What happens if you eat an avocado every day for a week? You are going to be blown away by the incredible benefits from fat loss, blood sugar stabilization, lowering inflammation, hormone balance, and so much more. We're going to go through a timeline here of what happens day after day when you eat one avocado. Let's start with day one. Day one, I will call nutrient activation mode. From your first bite of the avocado, you're going to be flooding your body with the following: monounsaturated fats, mainly a really important anti-inflammatory fat called oleic acid. Oleic acid has been shown to support fat burning and reduce inflammation. There's about 10 grams of fiber in one medium avocado, which instantly helps with digestion, satiety, and microbiome support. So you'll notice improvement with your gut health. If you're dealing with indigestion, GERD, acid reflux, this should improve on day one. Also, potassium. I don't know if you knew this, but avocados contain 2 times more potassium than a banana, in a fraction of the sugar that banana contains. So one avocado contains about 975 milligrams of potassium, which is one of the most important electrolytes for your body. When you get enough potassium, like consuming an avocado each day, it balances your sodium levels, reduces water retention, and blood pressure. So if you struggle with high blood pressure, by day one, you should see a reduction in high blood pressure, not to mention feeling bloated all the time. You'll see an improvement with that on day one. There's also a ton of B vitamins in avocado. Vitamins B5, B6, and folate, which support your adrenal glands and stress levels, and also your energy factories within your cells called the mitochondria. Avocados also contain a ton of phytosterols, which have been shown to balance your lipid profile, your cholesterol levels. So if you have high levels of bad cholesterol, by day one, you should see that start to improve. Let's move on to day two. What you're going to notice on day two is an electrolyte reset and cravings start to disappear. As potassium builds up in your body, it starts balancing out excess sodium, helping to reduce water weight and improve vascular tone. This means you're going to look less bloated, less puffy by day two. You'll wake up that next morning on day two feeling and looking leaner with a flatter stomach. The combination of fiber and high quality fat in the avocado will lead to the following by day two: increased satiety hormone, leptin. Leptin is a very important hormone that tells you you're full. No need to go eat the Oreos, the cookies. It tells your body to burn fat. We see an increase in leptin by day two, and we see a reduction in the hunger hormone, ghrelin. Ghrelin is the hormone that tells you, go eat the cookies, go eat the donuts. You need to get your blood sugar up. Ghrelin is like a gremlin. It makes noise, your stomach growls, it's not fun. Well, by day two, you'll notice a reduction in ghrelin, meaning less cravings for sugar. You're now eating less without realizing it. Now let's move on to day three. Day three is when you start to balance your insulin levels. Now you're starting to see deeper changes inside your metabolism. A 2021 randomized controlled trial in the Journal of Nutrition found that daily avocado intake reduced visceral abdominal fat, which is the fat around your organs, in women in just over 12 weeks. The monounsaturated fats in the avocado will improve glucose uptake into muscle cells, meaning less insulin needs to be produced, allowing you to burn fat quicker, and less of what's called a postprandial glucose spike. Let's unpack that real quick because this is really important. When you eat food, there's going to be a blood sugar response from that food. The higher that blood sugar response, the more insulin produced, the more fat you store, and let's face it, the less energy you have. When you consume avocado, one avocado per day, around day three, you're going to see this reduction in that postprandial glucose spike, allowing your body to produce less insulin and helping your metabolism go back to fat burning much faster. So by day three, you're starting to lose more weight. Your energy levels are also becoming more stabilized throughout the day. This is because your body is shifting from burning sugar to burning fat. Now let's move on to day four. This is when we see a mood upgrade and your brain performance starts to take off. As I mentioned earlier, avocados are loaded with vitamin B6 and folate, which are critical for for dopamine and serotonin production. A lot of people struggle with dopamine resistance. Dopamine is a chemical, a neurochemical that your body produces that helps you feel happy, satisfied. A lot of people are struggling with dopamine resistance by eating high carbohydrate foods, sugar, drinking alcohol, scrolling on their social media feed. They need more of these dopamine hits to feel the same way. Otherwise, they feel unhappy and unsatisfied. Well, there is going to be a little bit of a dopamine reset here by day 4, which means you just feel overall better and happy. And the magnesium found in avocados is also critical for the nervous system, and it supports deep sleep, which allows you to get better sleep, obviously, but you wake up feeling more restored, you get more fat loss, you wake up with a flatter stomach, and all of this is happening just 4 days in. Research has linked all of these nutrients found in avocados to improved focus, reduced anxiety, and better decision making, especially around food. So you're not just eating better and feeling better, you're also thinking better by day 4. Cravings and stress are going to be significantly reduced by day 4. Now let's move on to day 5 here. Day 5, there's going to be an adrenal and hormone rebalancing. Your adrenal glands produces a hormone, a stress hormone called cortisol and adrenaline. And when you have high levels of cortisol and adrenaline, it creates something called the cortisol belly, which is belly fat, and it makes it really difficult to burn fat when your body is stressed out. Good news here, by day 5, here's what you're going to notice. In the avocado, there's high levels of vitamin B5, also called the anti-stress hormone. So it buffers that cortisol response, supports your adrenal glands, and prevents that cortisol belly, helps you burn the belly fat. There's also a magnesium and potassium synergy you're getting here, which is essential for this hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis, which is the brain's communication to your adrenal glands. And the avocados, as I mentioned earlier, have a high amount of phytosterols, which has been shown to modulate estrogen and cortisol in several studies. So by day 5, cortisol begins to taper down. You burn more fat since high cortisol leads to the cortisol belly. You're sleeping better, you're feeling better, your blood sugars are stabilized, all by eating one avocado for 5 days. Okay, let's move on to day 6 here. By day 6, you're going to notice fat loss acceleration and belly fat redistribution. Now you're starting to see significant changes in your body composition. The Journal of Nutrition had participants consuming an avocado a day and showed that they had a reduction in visceral fat, the organ fat, the nasty inflammatory fat that we don't want. And it showed this particularly in the deep abdominal region, your belly fat, which is super cool. So what exactly is happening here? Well, by day 6, your body is now using fat more efficiently. You're eating less thanks to the high fiber content in the avocado and the leptin sensitivity that it's happening by day 6. You've reduced insulin spikes that trigger fat storage. So you're going to see your stomach start to flatten significantly by day 6. This brings us to day 7, which I call the metabolic momentum. After a full week of eating one avocado, one medium-sized avocado per day, here's what you're going to notice by day 7. Cravings are under control. Bloating has reduced. Waistline feels tighter. Energy and mood are elevated, and glucose control is improving. You're now in what I call the metabolic momentum loop. And this is not just theory, by the way. Clinical evidence shows that consistent intake of an avocado improves your cholesterol level, supports liver detoxification, and increases metabolic flexibility, which means you burn sugar, burn fat, produce energy, feel great. Are you going to take the challenge of consuming an avocado a day for the next 7 days? I'm excited for you if you do. Now, with that being said, there are some questions that I was asked on this topic that I will address now. Before I get to those questions, I have a huge announcement. I'm going to be hosting a free 3-day fat loss challenge. And I want you to join, and you could join from anywhere in the world. It's starting on April 28th. 3 days, I will go live for an hour and a half and teach you how to burn fat, how to balance your hormones, how to overcome weight loss stalls and plateau. I'm going to take my 17 years of research, information from my upcoming book, Metabolic Freedom, and I'm going to give it all to you in a 3-day fat loss challenge. And you could join for free if you go to burnfatchallenge.com or scan the QR code on the screen for those watching on YouTube. Join, Reserve your free spot. Space is limited. I cannot wait to see you there. Now let's get to your questions. The first question is this: can eating 3 servings of avocado daily lead to weight gain? I would stick to just 1 avocado. It is true. Even though avocados are loaded with healthy fats, if you consume more fat, your body, your metabolism has to burn the fat from the calories versus your body fat. But 1 avocado per day seems to be the sweet spot. I wouldn't do more than that. Question number 2 here. What's the best time to eat avocado for fat loss? Your first meal of the day, whether that's breakfast or lunch. That's because it's going to give you healthy fats, protein, balance your blood sugar, and set you up for success for the rest of the day. But really, you could have avocado at any meal, but the best meal would be your first meal. Question number 5, can I have an avocado if I'm insulin resistant or pre-diabetic? I would argue that this is actually even more important for you. Avocado is one of the best foods to reverse insulin resistance and help improve diabetes. So yes, you can, and you probably should. The next question is avocado oil just as good? Well, it's a good cooking oil, but you're not going to get the same benefits here because it doesn't have the fiber. It has a different nutrition profile than the avocado itself. But if you want to use avocado oil to cook your food in, that's totally fine, but it's not the same thing. You want to consume a whole medium avocado per day to get all the benefits I outlined in this lesson. Next question is this: is it safe to eat an avocado every day long term? Well, here's the thing. We are designed to change the food that we eat. Seasonal eating. Our ancestors always changed the foods they were eating according to what was available to them. Although I think avocados are great, I just outlined how amazing they are. I'm always a fan of mixing things up. So maybe you have an avocado every day for a month, take a month off, and go back on after a month, or do 1 week on, 1 week off. I'm not a fan of having the same food every single day. It actually could lead to food sensitivities and a decrease in your gut microbiome. So mix it up. You could have it long term if you have some on days and off days, but it's always a good idea to rotate your foods. Well, there you go. I hope you take the challenge. If you do, let me know. Share this episode with a friend. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And hey, if you love this video, I just published a new video on drink 1 cup of these drinks every day to burn fat. It works better than Ozempic. Check out this clip. I'll see you in that video. In this lesson, I'll share with you 5 powerful drinks, each backed up by human research that support appetite control, metabolic health, and sustained weight loss. Coffee is naturally thermogenic, meaning your metabolism burns more calories throughout the day, even at rest after you drink a cup of coffee.